Hello and welcome to Move the Line Prop Drop Show, presented by SharpStack. Ryan Noonan, joined here, as always, by one guy. Look, we just couldn't do with the unders. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
The unders were really starting to bother us here. And, just wanted to just do a fun show without Connor.
It was a lot, dude. It was a lot, man.
Too much, man.
Guys always talking about, guys not doing stuff. I want guys doing stuff.
Yeah.
You want to turn your TV on Sunday and watch a bunch of guys do nothing? It's stupid.
Wakes up, rolls out of bed looking for people to fail.
I don't know, man. I was gonna have a talk with him, but like I said, he had that wedding he had to go to, so now we had to postpone the talk. It's like a little intervention. That's all.
Yeah.
Mental health intervention.
Just give him a week off. Let him get his mind right. Come back to the show. Remember what we're trying to do here. Just get it together. So that turns out Connor's thought he was going to be here. He had to travel to the East Coast for a wedding this weekend. Thought he was going to be available still for the show, but was I called in action to help with like wedding setup and stuff. He said, I don't know.
Disastrous. How does he have so many friends getting married though? Has anyone questioned him on that?
Dude, he said he's got 2 more weddings this year.
So he had a bunch last year.
In the last 6 years, I think he's not even counting his own. He just turned 30.
All right.
So he's kind of in the zone, right? Like he's got between him and his wife, he just got too many people.
He must know a lot of people or something. Yeah. No, Patrick, I'm with you, bro. I got more people getting divorced than married, by far. But it's an age thing. But it's just I think 30 was when weddings just didn't happen that much. You know what I'm saying? Like after 30-ish, how old is this guy? 'Cause I do remember there were years where it was I feel like I go to a wedding all the time. So I do remember that, but it's been a while, dude. I'm 47 years old, dude. That was a long time ago. It doesn't feel like it, but it was.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just what it is. He's just right in the sweet spot for weddings. But that guy's always at a wedding.
Always at a wedding. Always.
And he knows all the people that he's going to? Or he just does he show up at places? Is he wedding crashing?
It's his wife too. And I'll give it, his wife is charming.
Oh, yeah.
It's because he's not.
I was about to say that makes more sense. His wife must be awesome.
Yeah, she's got
what happens. So she gets a lot of friends and
she's got a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just can't imagine people being like, "Hey, Connor, come to my wedding." You know what I mean?
And she's always standing up in these weddings. So she's just dragging him along. So
that makes sense. So he's the N1.
Yeah, he's the +1 for sure. So we were going to get him on. He gave us a bunch of unders last night for Thursday Night Football.
It's disgusting. Was he on the Trey Benson under receptions?
What was Connor on? He was on Trey Benson. Let me find his. He's got a Jordan Addison under 3.5 receptions for Sunday morning. If people want to get that, I think it's steamed out a little bit. He was on Kyler under.
Did you say Jordan Addison?
Yeah, he's on Jordan Addison under 3.5 receptions.
Oh my God, bro! When I saw the 3.5, this is how I know I've been hanging out with him too much. Oh my God, I want to throw up. I saw the 3.5, and the first thing I was like, "Is that going to affect Hockenson?" And I was like, No, that guy's barely going to play. He's going to go out there and just get some cardio. And I'm like, oh, my God, dude, that's something Connor would say. And the idea that he's on him makes me sick.
Yeah. I saw it, actually. I told him the same thing before he played this receptions. I saw, typically yardages will come out before receptions. I saw the yardage number, and I was like, well, Connor's going to be on that this week. That didn't.
Is it because he doesn't think he's going to play much? It's kind of everybody remembers Jordan Addison, but then, dude, he's coming back from an injury, snap count, that kind of shit. Yeah. I knew he was going to go that route.
Under on Benson last night. Under on Kyler as well. Kyler broke a big one that popped him there. But yes, we get a little bit of a reprieve.
Not to brag, Prophet X yesterday had. I do a live stream for them, so we go through and just look at compare to the market. Just I think that's the way to do it with exchanges, right? You just look at the market. There's got to be, when I say stale lines, super stale lines, you know, because it's an exchange. So that's what I do. Kyler was under 217.5, and I think Pinnacle had 211. That was their number. And I was like, I don't want to do this, but like this will make Connor Allen proud. Under 217.5. Kyler ended up with 200 even. Like, so it was never, and I was just like, God, I hate that I got that right. Just because, it's a Thursday night, dude. It's the first one of the week. You really want to have an under as something that you played, but it made sense and it worked out. So
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, I would never tell him this. I played under Hollywood Brown receiving yards today.
I
would. There's a couple stale 47.5s out there. It's, market's already moved. Like, I think 40 or high 30s. It might just continue to steam down. But, stale 47.5. I never tell Connor that I played that.
I'm glad he's not here that we can really talk about this.
Yes.
I'm really glad he's not here because, he would probably be taking credit for that. Even he'd probably get a little bit because I did think of him the second I was like, oh, my God, dude, that's way too high. And I'm like, I never say that. I always try and talk myself into it. Like, all these other markets are wrong. Like, every other player in the market is completely wrong. He's getting over this.
Right. If it seems too high, just like that seems too high, just keep it moving, especially here, people want to have fun. They want to tail us. We want to add some of these things to our parlay. You can't be coming in here messing up the stuff with all the unders.
All right. Not fun. Yeah, I'm kind of pumped.
So giving them a week off. Flop and I are going to do our best here today. Overs only. I only got good players for you guys too. So not only just overs, actually just overs on good players. So yeah, Andy, look, MGM. If you can get down
bad MGM, player overs.
You got bad players over. Well,
that's how committed I am to the game.
Yeah, under 47.5, 365 MGM looks like Hard Rock. So I know those are smaller limits for most people. Spread your wealth, dip a little bit on each. They all move a little slow. You might not get a full stake down on any of them, but maybe collectively you can get a full stake.
Friday night's a good night to do it, man. I'm dead serious. While everyone's out partying, it's like just ripping bad numbers because they still hang. It's crazy that the NFL, as much interest as it draws for sports betting, that books will just keep bad numbers up. Just keep them up for literally the entire night. Like Saturday, Sundays, now it's everywhere. Now they move very fast, but I'm telling you, on Friday night, watch tonight, get a screen and just look at it while you're watching television or something. And it's shocking because you're like, damn, man, we're even yesterday with 217, some of the books were at 216, 215. And then you got another pinnacle at 211. It's crazy, but there are books that just lag. So you might as well take advantage. Oh, Matthew Riley's.
Matt in the chat.
Matthew Riley's one of my guys. He's like, not on my watch. He can talk himself into any over, that Matthew Riley.
That's fair, Matthew. I'm not, I part of it is we're grabbing a stale number, right? So, look, that's I bet a lot of tackles. These books that we're talking about, MGM, 365, Hard Rock, they all post tackles. And I can't get a normal stake down on them. But at this point, I've kind of nurtured these books a little bit where they're not expecting a full stake from me. And from their vantage point, my full stake is peanuts, right? But if I can spread it out collectively through the three books, get a little bit on each, it's kind of how you can nature
good enough
these accounts a little bit, keep them up, and it's the best we can do.
Well,
right? So,
I don't know if you believe in signs, but I just got an alert from Underdog that Xavier Worthy is definitely playing. He's in.
It's true.
So
we probably had that on BN Fantasy.
We already knew that, but I'm saying I got the alert right now as we're talking about Hollywood Brown.
Yep, it's good stuff. Well, Xavier Worthy confirmed by Andy Reid. Jalen Royals also a go. Probably not heavily involved, but
there.
So that's unofficial play for you. An unofficial under. For shout out to Connor, we gave out an under already here. So, but Slop, I'm going to give you the floor here first. Also, want to remind folks though, 2 episodes of Move Line each week. Obviously, this is prop drop show. Tuesdays 11 Eastern. Connor and I do more of storylines, look back at what happened the week before, early lines for the upcoming week, talking a little bit of futures awards and all that stuff too. Then obviously take advantage of Sharp Stack. I'm going to show you some stuff on Sharp Stack in a little bit. Maybe we'll see that hanging Hollywood number out here. Again, free 7-day trial, 444.com/plans to check out Sharp Stack. Use promo code MTL. If you want 25% off a calendar year, use that promo code. If you want to use MTL50, you're going to get 50% off for a month. So great deal. Check it out. Again, that gets you access to everything at 4 for 4. Questions, let us know. Slop, week 4. Kick us off, my friend. Floor is yours. What's the first play of the week?
Before we go too much further in looking at across the market, and Hollywood is 44.5 at Prize Picks. No other book is above 41.5. Everybody's like 40.5, 38.5, 39.5. So all I'm saying is if you want that, I would go ahead and grab him and put him in some piece right there. 44.5. I mean, that's a little too high.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. Let's go early on Sunday. We got guys flying across the Atlantic Ocean. All right. We cannot have them doing that for nothing. All right. We're going to have to show our appreciation and bet on them. And one guy I'm doing it, even though my friend Scott told me today on the Thunderdome that this guy's washed and that he looks washed, he might actually be washed. But TJ Hockenson. TJ Hockenson, 40-plus receiving yards. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. That is plus. Hang on. It's moved. Ooh, even money is the best you can get now. I saw plus 110, 111 earlier. Look, TJ's getting it. TJ's going to get it. TJ's going 40-plus. Playing with Carson Wentz again. Carson Wentz, big tight end fan. Always has been since middle probably. So we got that going for us. On top of that, I think this game goes back and forth. I don't think we get a beatdown like we got last week. That was a beating on the Bengals, okay? TJ still went over this number, caught his most passes of the season, and they literally were – that game was over before it even started. So you're going to get – I think you're getting 4 quarters out of him this week. 40 yards, not a lot. Not a lot at all. I think he can catch 5-plus passes. If he does that, that's 8-yard – I mean, it just feels too easy. But he could get it on 3 catches, so that's why I'd probably say yardage over the receptions, but I think he can get the receptions. Pittsburgh gives it up to the tight end. Everybody knows that. I think they've only given up – I think they're second most in yards allowed receiving to the tight end position in the NFL. There's 2 teams higher than them, though, that don't count because they're the 2 teams that played last night. They played 4 games, so you got to take them out. So you take them out. They've given second most. I'm in. I think he gets 40-plus. He might be washed. He might be. That could happen.
He's not that old, though.
Yeah.
He's not like washed age, right? Like, we're washed.
He's been hurt, so I give him – I could kind of see it. A tight end, too, is another position that, like, age, you don't know. Like, tight ends are old for their age.
Zach Ertz still getting it done.
That's true. If Zach Ertz can get 40 yards, Hawk can too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but look, I'm not saying he's washed. I'm saying what somebody else said that, like, charts games and shit. Like, it was like, oh, I'm not really charting games. So, like, if you're saying he looks washed to you, go ahead, brother. But, 40 yards, not a lot, even from a washed guy. Even coming back from injury. Like I said, Carson's going to revitalize this guy's career. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah, I like it too. Hey, Ertz, shout out to Ertz. That's who Wentz, that was his old buddy back in the day, right? So, I don't know. Some other stuff's going on in the matchup. Steelers are struggling. The Steelers actually are doing some stuff too. They struggle with the run so much that they took my guy Peyton Wilson out of like the starting lineup. They put dusty, washed Cole Holcomb back in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
But Cole Holcomb, not a good coverage linebacker. Peyton Wilson is. So that actually kind of helps Hawk here. You can get some snaps with Cole Holcomb in coverage versus Wilson out there on the field. That could be a thing. So a little bit more pro Hawk love. And that game got wonky last week too, with like turnovers and all that stuff in Minnesota. If they have to keep it a little bit more tight, I like the look on Hawk. I think it's a pretty good look. So
40 yards. I just don't. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, Oliver is there, so that does count. But I don't know. I think 40 yards not that much. So let's go.
I don't need it at all. All right. Tommy's in the chat guessing the first one's a great guess. But it's not my first play of the week. I'm gonna give you the first play of the week. I like this one quite a bit. I think there's a few different ways that you could play it. I think you could play it out to 70 yards, but I'm going to start with Omarion Hampton over 65 and a half.
I was wondering.
Rushing yards. I like this. Did you look at this at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is pretty hot, to be honest. So 65.5 on DK. FanDuel Caesars also 65.5, 66 on Builder. There's some stale Hard Rock and MGM lines as well, 64.5, so even shorter there. Giants dead last in Rushdie DVOA. And if you look at who they've played, it's not like this murderer's row of rushing teams. Commanders, Dallas, and Kansas City, who, I don't know, just couldn't get anything going. And really, they've struggled big time, like 5.3 yards per carry. Pretty big day. I mean, Hampton had a full workload after Najee left, handled every running back carry, 19 carries, 70 yards last time against Dallas. I think he's going to be really involved in the passing game too. I don't know that he's in a scenario where he's going to see 7 targets and catch 6 balls again like he did against Denver. But if you like combined total yards, the bigger numbers, like 87.5 or something like that, I think he very much can, pop off 100 plus or have a big day combined there too. But again, shout out to Scott and your boy. You're using the fantasy points data suite per Graham Barfield over there too. Chargers are using Hampton off gap blocking schemes on 50% of their rush attempts so far this season. Giants second worst in the league, 6.7 yards per carry, 68% success rate allowed in those concepts. Again, just think it's a nice little marriage of game scripts, 6.5, 6-point favorites there on the road. Rookie quarterback on the other side. Like, I just don't see Jackson Dart sustaining a ton of drives. They ran a lot of no huddle with Dart in the preseason too. Like, I think the Giants play with pace. So I just think, again, there's just a bunch of things here where I think we get a lot of attempts, a lot of snaps for the Chargers. That bodes well for Hampton here. So like I said, I'd play this out to 70 pretty confidently. So I like that you were thinking about it and looking at it too.
Yeah, no, the first thing I saw when Najee, I mean, obviously, so it's an elementary thought, you know what I mean? You're obviously going to think there, but then you start looking at opponent, because this is all about opponent too. You can't just, he's going to go off now. It's like, well, if you're playing the best run defense in the NFL, maybe this week isn't the week you want to go after it. Well, they're playing the exact opposite of the best run defense in the NFL. There's so many things like you touched on too. There's different variables to this, like the other team's offense. What if they can't move the ball in this game? And there's a good chance they won't be able to. So now Chargers know that. Now the Chargers build a lead. Now the Chargers sit on a lead. Guess what, man? It's Hampton time against a horrible run defense. Could go. You confident in 100 plus?
I don't hate 100 plus.
You know what I mean? If you're building a lotto, I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's one of those legs, I thought.
Look, he's lined at like 16.5 carries. We're like juiced massively to the over, I think. Then you're looking at 17.5 carries. 17.5 carries, 66.5 yards. It's like 3.7 yards a carry, right? Like, so we're not asking him to do a lot if you think, one of those numbers is off, right? So it being 17, 18 carries, 100 plus, I can very much see that being within the range of outcomes. Let me see what the 100 plus number is. We can start to kind of look at, when we're starting to build our lotto. Omarion Hampton. Alt.
I mean, watching him run with the ball, he's a ceiling guy. You know what I mean? Like, at this point right now, like,
it's good line.
He's a ceiling guy. Obviously he's not always going to get it. There's such thing as a floor and a ceiling, but like in the right spot, he could have a day.
Plus 358 on DraftKings, 100 plus.
That's crazy. I mean, I wish we got more. Remember Cook that year? 100 plus against the Raiders, James Cook. He was like,
oh man, yeah, like game second week. Yeah.
Like,
I think actually, look, we could put that on the lotto this week too. I think that's another really, like, I gave a lot of consideration to betting Cook in some way, shape, or form. Longest, his like rushing yard. Because again, they're 16-point favorites against New Orleans.
Yeah.
But like Cook is starting to get a bigger share of the workload compared to years past. So like, even if you have concerns where he isn't super involved late because, they're up big, I don't know, that hasn't been happening as much this year. So we'll see. And the Saints actually have been kind of low key, I don't know, little feisty, little competitive. I think another team that's playing massively up in pace, no huddle rate. It just creates more play volume for their opponents. So yeah, I'm into some James Cook too. But yeah, I think you hit that on like the second episode we did together. He had never done it before.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember because I was like, dude, it's kind of weird to give out something that no one's ever done, but like that's kind of how you have to attack the lottos. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it wouldn't be plus 900. But I guess
that's it, though, right? If you got to wait till you see it, then you're paying the freight. You know?
Yeah, then it's like it's too late already. All right, well, Genty is another one. He's a good back. Whoever's in the chat saying that, Joseph. I mean, I like him, but that line, I know they suck, but like they're like really bad. So
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm gonna look. Friday night is my night to kind of geek out and really get in the weeds, because Thursday it's a big day, and I am looking forward to the weekend. Don't get me wrong, but like that's the one where I find the Genty. The running backs, your James Cooks, you know what I mean? Like, because you really got to be right on the game script a lot of times, like for me to get comfortable with the running backs, right? Because if you miss on that game script, man, it's a long night of watching, it's like they're not going to hand the ball off. This sucks. Yeah. But no, I'm going to go with a running back, but not in the receiving game. Oh my God. Michael Bush just homered. Yes.
What was that?
Some idiot. No offense to the idiot. All right, so PCA hit a home run today, earlier in this game, and I had Michael Bush for my, my the little prop finder card I put up every day, just because like he looked good, right? And the PCA hit, so then you always get the quote tweet, dude. It was always PCA. Bush ain't doing shit, you idiot. And it's like, buddy, you wait till the end of the game with home runs, guys. You just wait. You know what I mean? Like, wait till the game's over, then run your mouth, because it just happens. And it was a 3-2 count. Anyway, not a baseball show, but yeah, that had no business.
I'm watching golf, Slop, so we're good.
Yeah, okay, yes, you're good. Like, I got it all going. Dude, the Cubs afternoon games, man, like, this is it. That's it. We don't got any more. You know what I mean? Like, no more baseball, no more Friday night baseball. Friday night baseball is awesome, and it's even better when we have Cubs games in the 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Got something to sweat out. You got the Ryder Cup going. Like, golf is probably the same thing as this for you. You know what I mean? Like, you're watching the cut line on Friday, right? Like, that's a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wind blowing out Wrigley. Yeah, don't hate that.
Beautiful. All right, man. That's
shout out to the haters.
Let's go. Yeah, get some.
Absolutely hate to see
now, right?
I mean, mid-game, like you said,
we only need 6 guys. We only need 6 guys to hit the millie tonight. Yeah, we've already got 2 down.
Let's go, Slop.
All right. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Sorry about that. I just looked down and saw 4, and I was like,
we got time to fill today, buddy. We're good.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like, they only had 3 a second ago, and I know Bush is up. So, all right. I lost my train of thoughts completely. Oh, I'm going running back, but I'm not doing what you all think I'm going to do and take him rushing. I'm going to go receiving. Javonte Williams, the Dallas Cowboys. Hear me out. I know the name's crazy. I know, but
he's been good.
So far this season, he's caught 5+ balls in 2 of the 3 games. One was a back and forth game. One was an absolute beatdown. So I think they're going to get their asses kicked Sunday night. I think this sets up well for the Packers. The Packers just lost to the Browns, guys. Trust me, this week was a very, very focused week. I'm not saying guys aren't trying during the week when they, whatever, but not when that happens to that team. Like that team is going to show up. I truly believe that. The Cowboys defense, not good. Not good at all. Russell Wilson threw for like 1,000 yards against them. He's not even a starter in the NFL anymore. Okay. Like that was like,
shout out to Russ. Russ got home on his rushing prop last week, by the way, buddy.
Yes, he did. He did. I had him in the ladder, I believe, for Sunday Night Football, and he did cash. So thank you. I thought about you, and I was like, wow, I should remember that, because that having Russell sucks. But
he was awful. He played awful.
It sucks. Yeah. It sucks. But you were smart though.
Yeah,
you had him rushing. You never thrown. Like, you're ahead of the curve. Well, anyways, that defense is very bad. I think the Packers do score on them. I think the Cowboys will show life, though. I'm not saying they're just going to get like 45-0 pumped, but like I do think they play this game from behind. I think the second half we're going to be if we're not on track in the second half or in the first half, We do have the second half. We can continue to watch this because they are going to be throwing the ball. You can't run on Green Bay. I truly believe that. I think they're good. I think they're really good. And throwing the ball, like the only way to get the ball to your running back is throw it to him. Also, too, we're going to get some bullshit receptions, too. He's going to look downfield. They're not going to be open. They're not going to be there. No CD. And it's going to be, here, Javonte, just you take it. It's going to be something like that. Other teams have been doing this. The Packers have been giving up receptions to the running back position. I'm not sure where they rank. I think they're second most in the NFL, which that's good enough for me. If they were fifth most, I'm fine with that too. You know what I mean? Like so I think it's second most though. That's the way the Cowboys can move the ball. I think they go that route. Again, he caught 5 balls. I think 6 balls. We only need 4. So, and it's a great environment for it.
I was looking today because I made some notes in that game. I don't know what the percentage is. I believe Dak second in percentage of checkdowns, first in raw checkdowns on the season. Now, I don't know if that data constitutes as just like running backs. I don't know if there are sometimes where like Ferguson's been involved pretty heavily in terms of like, low ADOT stuff that could be graded as a check down, but still either way, we're seeing it where it just, especially without CD, without the ability to like, you're still seeing kind of some one trick pony route stuff from George Pickens. So he's going to need those underneath guys like Javonte to move the ball at all in this game. Right. So
Ferguson too. I mean, I'm not going to say Ferguson's not going to do it, but like, I think it's Javonte. I think Ferguson, you have to like manufacture that ball to him. You know what I mean? Like, whereas Javonte, I think they'll just give you, they're not going to give you anything, but I think, you know what I mean? Where like, yes, he's going to have his space. He don't have to beat anybody. You know what I mean? Like to run out to the flat, like they'll let you have that because you're not going to get anything.
Yeah. Ferguson was on the list for the week and it opened 6.5 receptions. It's like,
yep. I was just like, ooh, like, yep, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, but what are you going to see after the guy caught like 1,000 passes last week? You knew the number was going to be up there, but I didn't think we're getting 6.5. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
They really want you to come get it.
I know. It's weird. It's just one catch, but I'm like, 5.5. You could have sold me. I'd have been interested.
Yeah.
But 6.5 is rich. He's rich. Joseph in the chat. Hearing Ted McMillan truly questionable game time decision. 64.5. Christian Gonzalez likely back for New England as well. Thoughts on the under? I mean, I get it. Right? He's either questionable not playing and you don't even get the bat, or he's playing less than 100%. So I understand it. I understand the play for sure. There's just no one else. I mean, Xavier Legette inactive. It's just like who they're throwing to is going to be rough. Just there's some
T-Mac.
Yeah, that's not
great. I hate calling him T-Mac, but I can't say his name. I guess I'll say McMillan. But his mom said they don't want to call him T-Mac. I'm like, dude, you're wasting a great. I mean, like football's never really had a T-Mac, like a real T-Mac.
Yeah, she didn't like Ted either, right?
No, you have to call him by. I can't say it. I don't Teatro. I don't want to mess it up, dude.
Yeah, McMillan.
If you want to take anything, it's T-Mac or nothing for the Panthers. Like if you're going over, so like that one. I mean, you're saying you want the under, but like that's the only guy I would ever even think about because everyone else is just a product of like who they can possibly get it to, and good luck figuring that out until the game starts.
Just not enough guys left. Yeah.
No, I don't think they're good. Like at all.
57.5 for Zay Flowers. Yeah, I might have to look at that. Patrick, make that bet again every time for him to not be involved. Me. Yeah, he crushed me too. Thought that I really like that play, and we were early on it on the right side. Obviously, the line moved quite a bit, which you typically can see on these island games. Tough scene. Some of the JSN last night just gets a little swing pass in the first quarter. I'm like, oh crap, that's borderline. And I look, they grade it as a rushing attempt. I'm like,
it's a rush.
Right away, I knew.
Yeah,
we're not getting there right.
You do that because I did the same thing. I had him in the ladder. He only needed 6. He wouldn't have got there with that play, but like you see that and you're just like, oh, it's more of a bad omen. That's all. And I'm always the guy. I always think we're gonna win. Like always. I always think like even when it's sure, like we're not gonna win. It's obvious we're not gonna. Still think we're gonna win. And I thought that to myself. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, I shut it down. Like, I always watch the whole game. Like, you know what? Ryder Cup starting at 6 a.m. I got to get up. I'm going to bed. Shut this down.
I like it.
Yeah. And then, woke up and saw, he got a little bit alive in the second half, but not enough to come back. So, yeah, we were down. All right. Next one for me. I had to consult with slot because this felt like a slot play. I mean, maybe we find a better way to do it that's more slop-like, but we're going to swim in the tight end streets. Again, big tight end guy since like at least 92, 93.
Probably earlier than that.
Yeah, a little earlier. I didn't even know.
You were. But yeah. You felt something was happening.
We're going to stay with another alpha rookie, Tyler Warren. We're going over 49.5 receiving yards. This is readily available. DraftKings out there, minus 111. I would take this into, the low 50s here. Nice bounce back spot. They didn't really need the passing attack last week against the Titans. The Titans, no punch. They used, a bunch of JT and handled it. They are 3.5-point dogs here on the road, 49.5-point total. It's just healthy game environment. And basically he's been in these like close games so far. He's been a huge piece of what they do. Only Trey McBride is the only other tight end with a 20% plus target share who's getting over 2 yards per pass attempt. So he's been really good right away. And the Rams are a really nice spot for tight ends. Slop, I'm sure, knows this. If you look last year, again, right now, it's the same defensive coordinator, same scheme. They've made like one impactful change, I guess, in the back seven. And it's Nate Landman, that linebacker, who the Falcons routinely would take off the field on passing downs because he was a liability, in coverage. So he's the only addition to a team last year that was one of the worst against tight ends. They allowed second most receptions last year. They faced the third most attempts. We like attempts too. It tells us that like teams feel that they got something there. They're really kind of going at it. Fourth most yards. So again, just top 5 in all the key metrics against tight ends last year. 49.5 for a guy who's already blown passes twice this year. Only time he didn't was again last week against the Titans when that game was kind of out of whack. So again, you can take some malts, 60 plus, I'm sure. I think you can see Warren longest reception in play here. Like this one quite a bit, Slop.
Yeah, you had me at tight end. So I'm good. I'm in.
Good. All right. Let me see if I can find some alts, all receiving yards for Warren. Because I think, 60 plus, we'd probably be able to get, I don't know, plus 15 or so. I would think we'd probably get something decent if those are up at all. Internet's, a little wonky here so far, searching for some stuff. Got the game, the Ryder Cup going too in the stream. So it's,
it's not easy.
Trying to stay. This is again where Connor's really let me down. I'd love to just be here, show up,
yapping, chopping it up.
Yeah, no, Connor.
Now you're working.
Got to work.
We're working.
All right, 60 plus 134 on FanDuel, 70 plus 205. We've already done that. He's already done it a couple times. So I don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. It's a nice little spot for him. So,
beautiful.
All right. Well, what else we got? What other things are you flirting with?
We need more.
Yeah.
I don't know what we need though. All right. So I haven't attacked the afternoon slate. I've got some for 9:30. I have some for night. There's 4 slates though in my head.
True.
It's not
true.
But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So if I played my cards right, I could have 1 plus money banger from each slate. I already got Hawk and I already got Javonte. So the bookend. So now I need 1 and 4. And I'll be honest, man, nothing came to me. I guess Tyler Warren is where I'll probably go. Yeah.
I like some stuff. I think we could see some fireworks, some big plays,
So
some explosives.
1 p.m. What do we got from there? We can workshop this.
Okay. 1 p.m. I got the Hampton play.
Okay. Receiving though. I need passing.
Okay.
I'm gonna end up playing Hampton anyways, but I'll probably play him in like a Prize Picks type slip. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I need like 2 or 3 things. Some
receiving stuff. Yeah, that's a late slate too.
Our boy Scott liked Ladd McConkey.
So Ladd in the slot is a nice spot. Yeah, Drew Phillips, slot corner for the Giants, I think has seen twice as many targets in the slot as anyone else in the league.
Okay,
we like him in the tackle side because he gets a lot of tackles.
But
partially because he gets targeted quite a bit. So, Ladd was 64.5 receiving yards, 5.5. I think 5.5 receptions is plus money. I believe it was earlier today. Yeah, I'm looking at FanDuel just right now. He's minus 102, so you could probably find something pretty close to plus money if you shop around a little bit. So I don't hate that.
What about Jahmyr Gibbs? I was looking at him against Cleveland. The only problem is
game script, right?
Like you could get game scripted out of a running back reception prop pretty easy with a beatdown.
Yeah, 12.5 longest would make sense because he gets one or two early, and that's
green.
Please.
How about Sam Laporta, another Scott special? 5+ receptions is plus 134 at FanDuel. You could get game scripted out.
You can go 50 plus, take out the game script. You don't need the volume. Just he gets there on 2 long plays. 50 plus 162.
Okay. I think that's where Scott went. Yardage.
Yeah. I think it just in this situation, I typically find it easier to predict volume. I feel like it's a little bit more sticky, right?
Yeah.
In terms of you trying to make some projections and modeling some of the stuff out, pass rate, snaps, all that stuff. Yards a little bit more volatile, which is why it makes sense. I know it's your approach too. If you like an over, right? Like this over kid, look at the ceiling outcomes, right? Because you can start to just go over a little bit more over and really improve the price. Which I think is, an important piece that you do, which I think makes a ton of sense. This way, we're still good with Laporta, even if this game is wonky in the third quarter, right? He's still going to pop off.
He already had it. There is a chance that it got out of control because of Laporta as well.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I can get there. I can get there on that too. I don't hate the Ladd stuff either.
Laporta yardage though, not receptions.
Yeah. No, I like the yardage.
Yeah. Okay. So possibly because that could be a nice little Sunday for basically everybody, right? Like you go Hawk for breakfast, then right after lunch you've got Laporta yardage, then throw a little Tyler Warren. We went yardage on him, correct?
Yep.
And then at night, tuck yourself in with Javonte. I mean, it's a hell of a day, bro.
That's
Monday
night. You could bang some H-N overs when those come out in the receiving game. Yeah. That's your thing.
Yeah. Because you only need 2 of those to hit. I mean, obviously you're taking 4, but we're getting 4, but you only need 2, and that's all. I mean, I'll take it. Golden's receiving yards. I was talking to my buddy Julian from DraftKings. He loves Golden. He thinks this is Golden's week.
So I would love FanDuel to give us. Everyone else at 3.5 receptions on Golden. FanDuel's
You're thinking that's over?
They're sticking a 2.5 to us.
Oh, and then way up with the price. Yeah.
I would love an uncorrelated Golden play because I mean, when you're looking right now at anything, and again 3 weeks, but when you look at like rate of explosive passes and all that stuff, that Dallas secondary has been a sieve, and Jordan Love not shy about pushing the ball down the field. So I would love a Golden longest if that pops. That would be fun. You can take alts on Golden in the same frame of mind where you just think he can not necessarily get there in a ton of volume. He might not need to, but he can definitely pop with some big plays. So yeah, let me see. Was he like 40.5? Oh, geez. I feel like that's been hit. 48.5 for Golden.
Yeah, no, that was very much lower earlier this week.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact number.
I think I saw 40.5 today.
I don't want to quote that, but you're 99.9% right. That's the one I remember seeing.
Yeah, 48.5. We're climbing out.
Because you want to go into it feeling like this is a good bet. Like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, 40.5, I'm saying that. 48.5, I'm like, oh, like this is a maybe. Strong maybe, but it's still a maybe.
It's a maybe. I mean, yeah, I like it, but there's a lot of wish casting in there, right? Like
39.5.
Yeah, let me see. Unless there's some coach speak that I missed.
It might have been Julian, dude. Julian was telling everybody.
I love Jules.
He doesn't keep that shit to himself. He'll tell everybody if they just listen to him.
All right, so we got 4 targets last week, 26 routes, which is a jump from previous weeks. What is that? So 84% route participation last week. So that is encouraging. 68 the week before. So he's trending up each week. A little bit lower ADOT. But again, that's noisy to me. I'm not super worried about that. So I get it. There's some, I was to say that's a hard stretch for me. So a guy that's not even running 70% of the routes, but 84% last week. I can see that increasing. Good spot. So still rich. I still feel like we're definitely missed the best of the number if that was something someone was wanting to get on.
Yeah, I think it's too late. I could never do that. Like I could never sit down and start watching that game knowing damn well I'm 8 yards down to start.
I agree. It's personally, I want to get in good. I feel like I know I'm in bad is tough. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Olave overs. Daniel's in the chat. Shout out to Daniel. I caught that early. I played Olave over 6 or 5.5 receptions a couple days ago. That's been steamed out a little bit at this point. Actually running a ton of slot routes and lower ADOT stuff too. So I also saw, I believe it was Daniel too. So shout out twice for Daniel. Good for you. Sharp
Daniel, you're killing it. Killing it, Daniel.
We're on this under on longest for Olave would make some sense based off of the ADOT that we're seeing there. So I didn't play that, but I did play over 5.5 receptions. He's giving a shout out to Keenan overs as well.
People are on Olave big time. Like I think dude only throws to him and Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
If you're throwing a receiver, it's Olave.
Yeah. I like the look. So feel good about the Olave price that I got, but really kind of tough. So let's see here. It's supposed to get some good stuff in the chat here. Some stuff that I think makes some sense. Tim, Garrett Wilson, 6+ receptions. Yeah, I don't know if that's out. It's not widely available yet. I don't believe. I do have Garrett Wilson on the list of stuff that I like this week. So I want to see what some of those prices are. Jason Slops Boy, Bears Raiders. Yeah, I agree. I was saying I think there's explosive stuff here. So I think Caleb's longest pass, Gino's longest pass. I think those are in play. Longest rush for Caleb, I think, is in play. I'm flirting with some of those. Haven't played any of them yet. Patrick's there too. Longest reception for Jacoby Myers. That's very much in that game, in play in that game. AD Mitchell slop could be uncorrelated play for us. He'll be filling in, probably running a little bit more for Alec Pierce. Again, another piece of, Pierce has been earning targets a little bit. That helps us with our Tyler Warren. We'll see if AD Mitchell can earn targets, but Mitchell could be an uncorrelated god for us this week. We'll have to take a look.
One long one.
Did you look at Cleveland receivers at all? Anything in the Cleveland pass game?
Not enough. I mean that they're in play.
Yeah.
Just from game script wise. I have my game scripts kind of I think I know. I think I know what I think is going to happen. Does that make sense? Is it going to happen? Right now, it's 100%. Once the game starts, probability starts to change a lot. But yeah, that and they are in play, so they're written down under that matchup. The receivers. It's just which one and why is all I'm missing. So just little things.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of in that. I wanted to target a little bit of the Lions cornerbacks last week was part of my Zay handicap. So they haven't really, Terry Arnold's, DJ Reed have not been playing particularly well. A lot of penalties for Terry Arnold so far. So yeah, there could be something there on the Cleveland side that I think could be of interest there too.
Somebody was asking about Love.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to get there, but Love's passing, I don't know against the Cowboys because
it's his longest.
Yeah. What if they can run, and if they can, then they will only run. If they don't care if he doesn't throw a ball. They want to win. And like I said, if Jacob starts going, here you go, buddy. We'll carry the ball 30 times. And there goes
they play.
Be careful.
Very slow paced team with the lead as well.
Yep, they don't care about any of that stuff.
So yeah, you could be looking at.
Yep.
They could score 30 points and run 50 plays, and you're
literally
like, what happened? So be careful there with anything volume wise on the Packers side, unless it's again, if you liked Jacobs carries or something like that, that'd be it. Jason had a lad stat in terms of man versus zone. We're seeing a decent amount of man so far from the Giants. So yeah, that another thing that makes some sense there too. Touched on Golden. Shout out to Tim, FSM family. Kelsey coming back from the dead. I know Patrick also early in the chat mentioned thinks we might be at the floor on Kelsey. I haven't seen the number, but makes some sense. What's the Kelsey number?
Is he washed? Are we comfortable saying that?
I think he's probably been washed for a bit. But hey, it was great for a while.
4.5 receptions. I trust that more than yards with him at this stage because, I don't know, those little tight end screens, they don't go for what they used to go for. Still counts receptions, though.
Yeah. High 30s.
Yeah, it's high 30s for his yardage.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about team total touchdowns? They've got that market at Fanatics. I'm in a contest where we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to pick one. And I was like, I'm glad they made me do this because I started thinking about it. Packers 3.5 touchdowns is like plus 140, which that's a lot of touchdowns. I mean, that is 4 touchdowns, but plus 140 playing the Cowboys, maybe it's something to think about. We have all day to think about that because that's coming on at night.
Yeah.
The Chargers is where I ultimately settled because it was like minus 150, and that's the highest odds you could possibly have in that contest. They're scoring 3 touchdowns on the Giants. Like I don't see how they don't. And that market seems like, since it's such a low total, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2.5 or 1.5 or 3.5. Like you're not getting 4.5. You know what I'm saying? So there's only certain numbers you could bet. I think that's one that I might start attacking. You ever been in there?
No, I like it though. I like these, again, I bet tackles and sacks, right? So I like these weird, weird markets that aren't getting hammered by the public. So yeah,
maybe I'll start grabbing some of those. But the Chargers, I thought was like, wow, like just 3 touchdowns, huh? Rookie quarterback, maybe throws a pick 6. Like that's in play. You know what I mean? Like 3's not a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Bernie, you did not miss the allow play in Discord. We talked about it we were talking about it in Discord. It was not widely available for me to push out, but I knew it was going to be gone. So,
So I love about you guys, bro. You don't understand how many people will just tout something that nobody can literally get. It's available at Hard Rock. It's like,
correct.
Yeah, I'll call it out. I mean, that's great, but you get that. But like, who can get that? You know what I'm saying? If you don't live in those states, and they're not in a ton of states, so I'm not putting that on my record for all of you guys. You know what I mean? Like that's just not. It's not cool.
No, we don't do it. Typically, if I bet it, even if it's something that I bet, like it might not be pushed as an official play in the Discord, but I'm going to talk about it and share it. We have an extra plays channel. Like I couldn't even play official tackles last week because of the way books were releasing, but I shared it all in our extra plays. Like we're trying to stay up on the up and up in terms of
some guys could get those, so it's definitely worth talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's more like the victory lap and all that stuff. You're like, buddy, like, come on, we all know that. Yeah, you might not even got that. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I mean, it wasn't on FanDuel or DraftKings even at the time. Again, I had to do what I was talking about earlier. I had to multi-play it at different spots that it was available and some soft books to open. And, thought it made a ton of sense and it was a bad opening number. So we had to pick it off. So, yeah. Patrick shouting out, I think this is the longest on Jordan Love. Yeah, 39.5, 40. It's typically where he is. He's like 38. It's long. But
that's a big number, though, isn't it? Like, I remember 34s and 35s.
Yeah, I think that's where we are for like Gino and Caleb, which I think are nice. But part of it is the ADOT for Love is still high to begin with.
Close to what everyone else is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and is literally right now the nut matchup is the Cowboys for the longest reception. So, they got some risky corners that will take some shots for sure. So it's tricky. It's tricky.
Okay.
Herbert passing unders from Joseph. Yeah, I mean, think they still lead the league in pass rate over expectation. I don't hate it though, right? I think he could still slightly go over his over. Like it does. I don't think it hurts the Hampton play, but I understand why someone would like it. I would look at like attempts would probably be my preference versus yardage or completions because I think you can have still pick them apart.
Efficient game.
Yeah. So
you see, in honor of Connor, we got Daniel giving us the David Montgomery under 48.5 against five. Thank you. Connor would be proud.
He would. Yeah. He also loves Steamont though, so it's tricky.
Do we know that Daniel's not Connor?
Well, I will say Daniel is in our Discord, so it might be Connor's burner though.
No offense, Daniel.
It might be Connor's wife.
Yeah, could it be? Because that is definitely a Connor move. He has no problem doing that. He'll take an under on a guy he loves. He has the guy's jersey and he'll take the under. You know what I mean? Like he don't play.
Yeah.
You can't have a conscience in the under game. You know what I mean? And Connor has no conscience.
Yeah. See, all right. He's giving up his duties. He's supposed to be working to set up a wedding. Someone's wedding is going to go poorly.
Yeah, we were just talking about whether Daniel was Connor, and all of a sudden Connor shows,
it's convenient.
Yeah, I don't know.
Real.
Were you here for a while just commenting on your real account? Your other account?
Okay.
It's very, very, yeah. Did you see Jonathan? Jonathan's not falling for this.
Yeah, this is real fishy.
Daniel, put your social security number in the chat if it's really you.
Real fishy.
Maybe your address and your mother's maiden name. Just to prove it.
For the chat. No one will share it.
Yeah, no one's gonna see this.
When you get the email alert and an account was open, and just ignore it.
It's fine. Exactly. Nobody opened a credit card in your name. They're just
no. Yeah.
I'll get your credit. Throw your credit go up too.
All right, let's rebuild a parlay here. I want to show you guys some sharp stack stuff. Let's see what we got here. Let's
cook. Dude, Michael Bush. Fucking yes, dude.
I'm happy for you. I love it.
I am so
I just love you shutting up the haters because
yes.
You get a lot of them.
Dude, the home run game is the toughest for the haters, bro, because they are like when it hits, everybody gets happy. But whenever you miss, and it's a home run, so you miss quite a bit, they are so mean, dude. They come at you, bro. You got to be like on Twitter, like fist up, ready to go, dude, because they don't play around, dude. Pull no punches. But we're back. No haters today. We have two guys from the day game. They both hit. So we're waiting now. Like we get that golden few hours, bro, of we're gonna win $1 million because two of our guys hit. Even though we still need 6 guys to homer tonight. Never mind that. Never mind. Don't worry about that.
Let's just tonight problem.
In these last it's 4. These games don't start until 7 something, dude. That's 3.5 hours of gonna be millionaires. That's awesome on a Friday burger night. What's better than that, dude? I might start drinking.
Right, bottle this right here. Bottle this optimism.
Yes,
sell it.
And you got it, dude. That's the best part of gambling, though. Like the time before the game start, dude. When you're about to get paid, you can't, dude. You can't buy that feeling. You can't.
I'm in a DFS lineup for this weekend. You know how excited I am about that lineup? It's going to be, I'll know 10 minutes in, it's probably dead. But making, you're like, it comes together.
Before that is why we do this. You cannot buy that feeling. You cannot buy it. You can't.
Great feeling. All right, here. Sharp Stack, suite of betting tools over 444. Again, 7-day free trial. That's it. 44.com/plans. Check it out. Added some new things this week. A bunch of different books that you can single click bet. Hit that button, takes you right to it. Let's see. I am an or. It's under 3.5 receptions. Looks like a banger. 3.5 minus 135 on ESPN, where this is 2.5 on some books. Places that still have it at 3.5, like Builder, Pinnacle, are out to minus 172. So if you can get down on ESPN, I am an or under 3.5. Looks like a fairly strong look. 9.2% EV. Fryermuth, one of Slop's guys. See, Hard Rock and MGM are at 25.5, whereas most of the market is, we're down at 20.5 in some spots. Real down. So bookmaker 20.5. You got 5 yards difference on a sub 38 line prop. That's a real good look there. So if you can get down either MGM or Hard Rock, have Muth under. Look, Stevenson can crater here under 35.5. It's Fanatics. Let's see if we got anything else. Yeah, still 34.5 on DraftKings. It's interesting. I mean, he could be absolutely shadow banned based off of how he played last week. Jalen Hurts passing yards under 197.5 on MGM. You can see again, that's 190 on Builder and Pinnacle and Caesars. So 197 feels like a real stale line. I mean, FanDuel's at 188. So again, MGM, real nice look on Hurts under if that's your jam. Can you find any overs that we can bang here, Slab?
No, that's the tough part about the tools. Like, that's how you know they're good.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, you got the unders and because they really are reading the market.
Yeah. So those are the best ones there. Added some stuff. The pick'em stuff is adjusted for, sleepers in here now too. Underdog. These are adjusted for some of the alts on Underdog too. So you can see here, like you want to bet some WNBA tonight. Is that tonight?
Yeah, no, a couple guys from the chat earlier were on WNBA stuff. I was like, wow, man, they're ready.
I mean, look, you get some college football stuff here too. If you wanted to look at for the weekend, let's look at some college football.
I wish I was in a state, man.
Oh,
Connecticut lets you do it. So sometimes I do think about driving to Connecticut because it's not that far from me. It's like about an hour-ish.
Okay. Let's bang some slips. You get some stale lines here. I don't know. Katarius Hicks. Oh, I might not be saying that right. Under 31.5 receiving yards looks like a banger. Again, you look at that compared to the other books, 20.5, 27.5, 25.5. So that's a good look. You add that, you take Dwayne Thomas under 34.5 as well. We had those two. Again, look, we would say that's plus 188, and the payout here is 2-1. So you get a little bit of 4.3% EV. You're banging an underdog pick'em look there too. That's available for people. Again, we got market-based projections in here as well, which are fantastic. Odd screens for games, props. I love the prop odd screen because you can find some middles in here if you like, without even looking at the ARB tool. Like there's an ARB tool here as well. Obviously, we know it's difficult to stake 540 on Rivers and 460 on MGM. But you can also find ways here through the prop tool to find some middles here as well. So
you want to know a little secret about the ARB tool?
Yeah, what do you got?
All right, so don't tell anybody this. All right, it's just between us. I've been ARBing every single boost I get from FanDuel. You can just find them here, and you optimize, what you can get, because you should be able to ARB almost anything with a 50% boost. If it's already an ARB to start with, you're gold. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not like you're getting that much, like, because I can only do $25. The highest I've ever could have done was 50. They moved it down to 25, and then they go down to 10. But I'm at 25 now. Dude, you end up getting like $5-6 on literally every boost they give you on sports. I'm not even gonna bet. I'm not gonna use the boost. Like, I'm not even gonna bet this stuff. Use the ARB tool to get it.
I like it.
Little tip. You know what I mean? Because you can go, because some of these exchanges, they don't care. So you can get the other side over there and now hit your FanDuel side, which they'll obviously give you whatever the boost is for. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But the ARB tool helps.
Okay, I like it. See, you can also do this too.
Any boost. I'm not saying every boost. I'm saying the ones you're not going to use, do it like that, because you were never going to use it anyway. So turn it into $5. Like, I know it's $5, but it takes a second to do it. So
I love it. And you can actually customize it too. So you can see, click on the stake amount. So like if you can only get down X on MGM, say it's 200, it's going to tell you what you need to do for the other side. It tells you that you need to do 230. So you can, customize it too based off of the limits, right? So we're aware that that's an issue for some of these books, but we allow you to customize it so you can still get a sense of, where there's some opportunities here. So check it out again. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Free 7-day trial, 4for4.com/plans. Use promo code MTL. If you want to sign up, you get 25% off of a full calendar year. Like you said, we get WNBAs in here, baseballs in here. I mean, the home runs, and we have the results. We got a lot of baseball results. We haven't calculated a lot of the NFL results, but, showing versus closing line value, versus 2 hours out. You can mess around with all these different things to get a sense of how it's working here too. So yeah, we're enjoying it. So far, so good. I want you guys to check it out. Take advantage. 50% off MTL 50% off a month if you just want to dabble. So, all right, let's bang a little slip here, Slop. Let's see here. See what we can get. I'm going to pitch one to you. It could be a week that's Travion. With all the fumbles that happen ahead of him, Ramondre, Gibson, could be a Travion week. Could be, combined. Again, it's fragile. I would not take his like binary props, but I think you swing for a little bit of like, alt rushing receiving here. Let's see, FanDuel's got 70 total yards plus 146, right? Like he's a little bit involved in the receiving game and gets, say, 10 to 12 carries.
He can go nuts against Carolina.
He can go nuts against Carolina. So don't hate that at all. Let's see what else that we have here. Let's look at some other stuff that we've already had. Put in some Hampton. Anyone else that you were like flirting with, thinking about? You maybe?
I think we're gonna get your Tyler Warren, and I think we can just stay with those guys and just figure out where. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Warren could go off, and I'll say we throw Julian in there. Let's put Julian's golden play in there.
Okay.
What if he's right, dude? Like yardage.
Obviously. Sure. I love Jules. Give him some yardage.
Right. Like ever since he told me that, I was like, dude, like that might be genius. Like for a lotto.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then Laporta from Scott. We get a little community lotto here. Like, and they don't even know it.
They have no idea.
We'll send them the check if they win.
Would you want to do alt yards on Javonte or alt receptions on Javonte? You like the volume, right?
Yeah. I don't want to do the yards on the running backs because they do those bullshit screens and you get so happy and then they get thrown down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
4+, 5+. 4+, 116.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say let's go 5+. I mean, it's a lotto. He can catch 5. He's done it 2 straight weeks.
Yeah, 2 and a quarter.
He can't do it. And like I said, with no CD, I just hope they don't get their asses kicked. But what if Pickens shows up? We don't know he's not.
Yeah. Let's see.
He probably won't, but
they're terrified. They won't even give us Matthew Golden alts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're down bad.
These guys are dirt bags, huh?
I'm just going to take the 48.5. Come on. Which actually, I mean, whatever. They give us alt receptions, but they won't give us alt receiving yards. Maybe the chat buried it already, and so we're dead. We're never going to get off the ground because they were going to let us. Let's see this. Let's add Laporta. This will give us. I'll pitch this to you. Let's see where we're at. Go Laporta. Are we doing receptions or yards on Laporta?
Yards.
Yeah, I like the yards there too. Better. Same Laporta. Alt receiving yards 50+. Okay. All right. So Tyler Warren 60+. Hockenson 5+ receptions. Hampton 80+ rushing yards. Travion Henderson 70+ combined. Laporta 50+. And then the Dallas Green Bay combo, Javonte 5+, Golden over 40.5. 7 legs. 20 to win 9,400.
That feels like a really good weekend.
Feels like a good day. It feels like this happens without Connor, you know?
That would be hilarious. That poor bastard. He would never live it down because there's no way we'd let him.
No, we'd never let him down.
Yeah, you almost feel bad.
Yeah. That feels good. That feels good.
That feels right. All right. Tweet that out. Because
Okay.
I think we need more than just us, like me, you, in the chat on it. I think everybody should probably be on that.
Yeah.
Or at least have the opportunity to be on it. Put it that way.
Tag it.
We got guys like that are about to win $1 million on my Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got my buddy just quit his job, he said. So there's no turning back for him now. I hope those other 6 guys homer.
He's got the rest of his life to work, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I would go home too. It's Friday. But yeah, so that's good. Yeah, it was Allen. Just legit just quit his job and went home.
Good for you, Alan.
Yeah, nice work, Alan. So he's going to win $1 million. So he might need, if we don't win the $1 million, he might need the $90,000. So yeah, I'll retweet that. That way Alan gets a shot at that one too.
Okay. I'll tweet that out. See what else we get. Anything else in the chat? Yeah, I saw some DeAndre Hopkins stuff that was a little bit off market at different places. There's a middle opportunity there. Did not run many routes at all last week, but we'll see. Check that out. But yeah, some middle opportunities there on some of the different books. But yeah, feel good. Feel like we got the banger here. I'm gonna tweet that out. 4for4 bets. Tag Slop in it. So follow Slop at Slop Rules on Twitter. You'll get that FanDuel link to be able to tail that one out. So anything else with the people, buddy? What else you got going on this week? The people can tail. Like,
everything. Here's the best thing to do. I don't know if you've seen Juice Reel.
I've seen it from you. Yeah.
Bet tracking, dude. It's unbelievable. It everything you need for your performance. They don't hide if you're down. Like they won't like hide your all-time number. They'll let you know exactly what you are. That you can tail your friends. That's the best place to tail people like me. Like for like on the weekends, I'm not MIA, but man, I'm not posting everything I bet like to Twitter just because you're going quick. Well, it's synced to my sports book, so you can just legitimately just follow that app and like you can see it when I bet it. So that is great. There's a link on my Twitter account. Slop Rules. You do not have to scroll far to find it. So just sign up for that one. That's awesome. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. The Splash. There's also a link to my Splash Pick'em. 5K guaranteed. And we're doing Pick'em, no spread, but confidence. So it's based on the points you get from, how confident you are in each one. That's fun. A lot of my guys are doing that. So that would be great to compete against anybody that wants to try it. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, bro.
Love it.
Busy weekend.
At Slop Rules on Twitter, you'll find all of that there. You probably already watch all of it. You probably already follow, but you should. If you don't, support our guy. He's doing good stuff. Get off this show, go do more shows. So he's, just a busy dude. So
just keep doing shows, dude.
Just, it's very real life. What are you gonna do?
I kind of like it.
Yeah. Check out Sharpstat, guys. Again, it's free. 7 days. Just try it for 7 days.
Almost a week.
It's like 50% off for a month. MTL 50. Half. I mean, I don't know. Take advantage of the full week and then roll it out when your week's about to expire. Promo code MTL 50 for 50% off a month. You're going to get it for like 6 weeks almost.
That's
math for free. We're already in week 4. You're going to have it till like week 10. I don't know what to tell you.
Crazy.
And then by then you're going to need it. We'll have even more promos. We'll have better promos than we do now, probably. I don't know. Check it out. Take advantage. So appreciate everyone hanging out with us always. Chat was great today. Carrying the weight here for Connor being out. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe. Again, 4for4 live on the YouTubes. Move the line wherever you listen to the podcast. For Slop, I'm Ryan. We'll see y'all